the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Talking to Coach Levy before the game, he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Taylor wants to throw it. The screen, he can go. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him in the flat. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Swings it out to the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Man, a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Rashad Downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Out wide left, it's Durham. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating breed.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, LSU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it. Rides the option. He keeps it. Now the pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Taylor wants to throw. Caught. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snags it, and there's running room. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Got it in the middle, it's Evans. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've smucked into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's West. Across the 25, he's got room. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Gonna look downfield again. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Taylor wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Second down, gonna throw it. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. Makes a tackle, and he might have room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space.
Snags it, and he's open. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like his. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone.
Number 8, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Taylor wants to throw. Right down the middle. In traffic, it's Black. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Pulls it on the option. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Throws it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Ripping through the defense. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is buried. At the 20, he's got space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Wilson. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Motion from the wideout. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down is almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're all over it. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Levin. Look out! Lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown LSU! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rashad Downs going up top. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's loose. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Turns it upfield. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Snaps on 4th down. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Now give it to Fluff. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Taylor wants to throw. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Hard running there. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To throw, it's Levitt. Moves to his right. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his wide.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it down the field. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. At the 35, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drops back on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On play action. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Bluff Bothwell again. Makes the tackle.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some stuff.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Harris. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Out wide left, it's Green. Fights off a defender. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
LSU lining up first and goal. Tries to do it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's now second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it again on the option. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for them.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Taylor wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Oh, a double pass. Left side is Coleman Williams. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a